Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. It is Catch and Cook Tuesday. Actually, it's Wednesday, but you're going to be watching this on a Tuesday, and I hope you are ready for a quick, easy, and very tasty fish recipe. I've been on the go. I've been doing a lot of traveling. Today, I spent half a day getting my kayak fishing stuff ready because I'm heading up to Lake Davis at like 2 in the morning. So in short, I don't want to spend a bunch of time here in the kitchen cooking, but I still want a good, healthy dinner. So dinner tonight is going to consist of corn on the cob, which is in the microwave ready to get cooked. I already sliced up some garden tomatoes that one of my wife's clients gave to her. I put a little bit of Paul Newman oil and vinegar dressing on top of that. Those are chilling in the refrigerator. And the centerpiece I have right here, a big bowl of rockfish fillets. And I have a bunch of paper towel in there because I want these guys pretty dry. Now, here are my basic ingredients. That noise you just heard was the oven. We are baking this fish, and it is telling me the oven is now preheated to 350 degrees. I hear you. Okay, lay off me. So, all right, so here's what we've got. First things first. Now, I know most of you guys have wives or girlfriends or whatever. So I told my wife what I was making this morning. I said, I need panko breadcrumbs. So she told me, go in the pantry, third shelf in the middle, and I think they're in a white box. I looked and looked and looked. I could not find a white box of panko breadcrumbs, so I bought these at the store. My wife walked in, eye rolled me, and walked into the pantry and came out with these. This is a box. This is a bag. This is like the first time I ever got her on this. Usually I'm like, we don't have any mustard. She goes in the refrigerator and has it in like 3 seconds. But anyway, we got a lifetime supply of breadcrumbs now. Probably not, but whatever. Okay, so breadcrumbs, those are gonna make this fish crispy and awesome. I'm gonna season them with this. Now you could use any number of seasonings, whatever matches your taste. When my wife and I go to the Nevada County Fair, we always get a bunch of packs of these flavored dips. Now, if you want to dip chips in this stuff, you mix a little mayonnaise, a little sour cream, you mix in the stuff, you stir it up, you chill it in the refrigerator, you got dip. Okay, this one here is caramelized French onion. So I'm going to use this to flavor the fish. Doesn't get much simpler than that. I'll cut this open. What am I going to mix that in with? I'm going to mix it in with some olive oil, because I like to eat a fair amount of olive oil. It's supposed to be good for you. And a little bit of Best Foods mayonnaise. You could use any kind of mayonnaise, but again, why would you use anything but Best Foods mayonnaise? So I don't measure this stuff. I'm going to put some mayonnaise and some olive oil in this little cup right here. I'm going to mix in that seasoning, and I am going to spread it on the fish using my latex brush. Not the kind of brush you want to use to paint the trim on your house. Those bristles are a little coarse, but I'll tell you what, if you're spreading stuff on fish or stuff like that, and anything you want to get a nice thin coat with, that works very good. Easy cleanup, even comes apart like that. If you don't have one of these, pick one of these up. This is Betty Crocker version right here. Beyond that, the other thing you will need is parchment paper. Now, your wives and girlfriends are going to know what that is. I'm betting 85% of you guys out there never heard of it. Let me show you the box. It's parchment paper, okay? It's paper that you can put in the oven. It can get really hot. You can cook things like cookies and this, that, and the other thing. Fillets of fish, apparently. So, parchment paper. The fish and cookies and whatever won't stick to it, but it won't burn up like regular paper. So you put that over the cookie sheet. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mix up my seasoning with the mayo, with the olive oil. I'm going to lay my fish out on that sheet. I'm going to coat the top side of the fish with the mayonnaise and the seasoning. After I do that, I'm going to sprinkle on a coating of the panko breadcrumbs. Then I'm going to pop it in that oven 20 minutes at 350. That's a good rule of thumb. If your fillets are really thin, less time. It's fish. If your fillets are really thick, like maybe halibut or lingcod, more time. Maybe 25 minutes, something like that. This is good with any kind of white fish. It could be rockfish, it could be striper, it could be catfish from Costco. If you happen on this video and you're back east, these could be those walleye fillets. I've never tried walleye, but I know it's a nice firm white meat. Would be perfect for this. So let me start mixing stuff up. The oven is preheated. I'm gonna put the fish on the parchment paper, season them up, and get them in that oven. And about 20-25 minutes from then, we are gonna be eating dinner because I'm starving. All right, the fillets are in the oven, 20 minutes. I wish I could play that Jeopardy music. My wife pointed out a couple things. My wife's sitting over there. She won't be on camera, but she taught me a ton about cooking. I'm actually pretty good cook at this point. I should be. I've been married for like 29 years. So, first thing, she encouraged me to not use the entire packet of that dip mix because she thought it would be too much. It's got some salt in it. It's going to be overpowering. You're supposed to mix it with 1 cup of mayo and 1 cup of sour cream for dip. So I used I'm gonna say I used a third of that little envelope, and I'm gonna tape that shut and save it for next time I do something like this. And she also said you should mention that these are not actually panko breadcrumbs because my wife has to be gluten-free. So she said these probably won't be as crispy as panko, but my wife needs to be gluten-free because women are weak these days. What can I say? Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. So about 20 minutes, we are going to be eating. I'm going to kick on that corn, cook that corn for a little while. When I pull this out of the oven, I'll kick the camera back on, show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to eat my dinner because it's 5 o'clock now. I got to get to bed because, like I said, I got to be up at like 2 a.m. and I am off to Lake Davis on my first fall trout fishing trip of the year, and I'm going to put a whipping on some trout. Fingers crossed. Okay, I just got to use my favorite all-time kitchen tool. Got the fish out, it's totally done, looked pretty good, but it was just a little too light in color for me. I wanted it to have that little bit of a brown look to the top, so I busted out the plumbing torch. I gave it a little spritz with the flame, and it looks beautiful. Let me swing the camera over here and you can check it out. So check it out. I actually, with that plumbing torch, note for the future, don't touch the parchment paper with it because I burned a little hole in the paper. But anyway, that worked pretty good. Here's a close-up of some of the fish. Still moist inside, perfectly cooked, steaming hot. And let me try it out. My wife was right. If I'd have used more of that onion seasoning, it'd be too much. But as it is, it's just right. Has that mellow caramelized onion flavor. Good stuff, man. I am going to kick the camera off for now. Catch you next time right here on the Catch America channel. I'm going to eat me 3 or 4 pieces of fish, some corn, some tomatoes, and off to bed I go because I got a date with some big old Lake Davis trout tomorrow. Catch you later, guys. I'm Cal Kellogg.